Two things. One, cut the beard. The beard is gone. Long live the beard. The beard is dead. I've never understood that particular oh my god. I think we're starting in Propeller. So I need to get out of Nine Locks. There we go. Propeller. Here we are. This is going to be great. It's just me. I'm not feeling well. There's a lot of strong beers, and I've been out. Mild thing. But the way that I understand things, I believe. Let's do a quick. Aha! We are live. We are live. We're all set. So it is slightly late. It's 9:05. I am Ross. Ian is not here tonight, but despite the lack of Ian, and mostly just going through all the ones that we weren't impressed with in previous holiday seasons, I am attempting to drink Nova Scotia Dry. It's a personal mission at this point, to the chagrin of basically all involved, one of whom is my wife, but there are winter beers. There's not even winter beers. There's Christmas beers, and I didn't think they were super impressive before. I think we tried all of these last year. I still love the Naughty or Nice is delicious. The double chocolate stout from Great Roads, outstanding. Lots of time for that. Shout out to Great Roads Brewing and what's going on up there. But the other ones, I think we've had these and wasn't one my cup of tea. I have been out, and I've been out for a couple of hours actually, and I feel like, have I tried some amazing beers? I was along to the church brewery for a quick meeting, a theater meeting, and I tried the Milkshake IPA, which was. It's pretty good. It didn't blow my socks off. It wasn't the most astounding thing I've ever had. And then I went along to a wine. I have a little tickle in my throat because I am, and I gotta preface this by saying I'm 40% as sick as my own wife. She is quite sick. She's not feeling very well, but I am just kind of 40% of a slight tickle in the throat and a little bit of stuffiness. But yeah, we're getting through the colds. Our son is a little sick as well. My daughter is not. So she's just kind of rubbing it in our faces for right now. But I also went out to a wine mess meeting, and there was the representative, well, the owners actually of Sea Level Brewing, and they brought along some port in the Storm Porter, and I had a little bit of port in the Storm Porter, and it is yet again delicious. But strangely enough, thinking to myself that I was on my way home I didn't even know I was going to start with this one, but according to the ABV, here we go, starting in 5.8%. There it is. The Propeller Brewing Company with Peanut Butter Cup. This should be amazing. And it doesn't smell great. No wrappers needed for this melt-in-your-mouth peanut butter cup dessert stout brewed with flaked oats, chocolate malt, roasted barley. The layers of milk chocolate and peanut butter unfold to reveal a rich, robust stout. Thank you, 20-ounce glass, for fitting the entire can in there so I can get the whole thing. Get a sip of it. Full mix. Here we go. It does not, okay, you say you're the peanut butter cup chocolate stout. Dessert stout says it's got chocolate, says it's got peanut butter. I was just having a smoky coffee stout, and it does not ruin the smell of this. It better have some flavor, because it does not have the smell. I'm sorry. A little milk chocolatey in there. In the front end, in the middle. Yep, it's there. Body is thick-ish. It's a weird aftertaste. That's sort of tasting. It's very. I don't want to say manufactured, but it. That way where you're eating something and you just think, ooh, that's not fresh. That's made from some pasteurized product. What is a pasteurized pig? This is a pork chop made from a pasteurized pig. That pig has gone up and past the eyes entirely. Reminds me of a weird joke. A guy goes out to a farmer's market, and he says, "Hello, the doctor tells me I need to take a milk bath, so I need enough milk to take a milk bath. I need a lot of milk." And the farmer looks at him and says, "Would you like it pasteurized?" And the guy responds back and says, No, just just up to my hips will be fine." Hi-yo. I think Ian would give me a subtle guffaw there, but honestly, this why are they bringing this back? I don't understand, because I feel like what were the reviews? Let's look up. Sorry about the coughing. Peanut butter cup dessert stout, seasonals, blah 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 blah. Aha! Peanut butter dessert stout, Propeller Brewing. I'm going straight to Untapped because we've had these for at least a year or two. 3.94 out of 5. What? That's an 8. That's an 8.86 out of 174 ratings. No wrappers needed. What is everyone saying? That's insanity. Show me. Oh God, it's asking for my sign up, and I don't want it. Total and unique. Is it an okay stout? Eh. Is it a good dessert stout? It's not even sweet. There's a mild, top end aftertaste of chocolate, but honestly, the weirdest thing that I'm getting more than anything is oatmeal. So I'm getting more of oatmeal than peanut butter or chocolate. And you get a peanut butter cup and you're saying, "Oh boy, this is a good peanut butter cup. I love Reese's peanut butter cups because they taste just like drinking oats. Delicious." I don't have a Great Roads glass, so no, not impressed. In fact, I think if I look back, peanut butter cup dessert stout, yeah, we had it at the same time as the campfire s'mores from Patty's, but apparently I did not give that much of a remark, so I'm gonna do it now. Peanut butter cup dessert. No, that's just a dessert stout. It's just a stout from Propeller. If I give it an 8.0, I feel that's generous. So I'm going to say a 7.9. That is not very impressive. And I feel like it would not take much to, impress me with what we've got going on. It's Christmas, and so why can't you get just a basic like a crazy full on just full of flavor kind of thing? And I'll tell you, so Great Roads Brewing, I'm looking forward to this one, the Naughty or Nice. This one is 6.5% Naughty or Nice double chocolate stout at a Great Roads Brewing. Santa's go-to brew for checking it twice. Naughty or Nice pours a deep, dark brown with a tan head. A perfect holiday pick-me-up with flavors of dark chocolate, coffee, and a slightly roasted finish. Full-bodied, malty, and a touch of sweet. Our rich stout will help make your season merry. We have not been disappointed by this beer, uh, except for when occasionally I try to open it and not have it spill everywhere. But that's just a minor. That's a me problem, honestly, because yeah, Rob's filling these cans as best he can. Oh, that's such a full can. Booyah! I don't have a Great Rhodes pint glass. I feel kind of bad about that. Look at the frothy. Oh, I can't wait to show you the frothy head on this one. So the frothy head, and it's going into my Sac Vegas Brew Company glass there. The delightfulness. Yes, that is where the flavor is coming from. It is flavor country. It's a passport to flavor country. This is the good stuff. The the head is disappearing kind of, I don't want to say quickly, but quicker than I thought was going to happen. But the temperature has been, I don't want to sour the mood with lots of home improvement talk, but for some reason, allow me a check. I have not figured out how the the temperature divisions in my house have worked, despite the fact of having owned this house for 5 years. But the basement has started cooking itself, and I don't quite understand. So if you don't leave it in the cold room, and I did leave these ones out of the cold room for a little bit longer than I would have thought, things warm up a little more than you think they should. But a double chocolate stout, and this is the double chocolate naughty or nice. So it says coffee, chocolate, deep dark brown, full-bodied, malty, touch of sweet. Fair enough. Let's have it. Actually, no, before we do that, let's have a look at the dub. Let's try the naughty. Naughty or nice. I've given it an 8.0 previously. And a 7.0 when it was Old Biddies. When it switched up to the Great Rhodes, I'm not sure what that was, but that might have been our last year's one. So the naughty or nice. Apparently we do this every year. Double chocolate stout. Let's just get this in there correctly. Double chocolate, and Great Rhodes Brewing. Cheers. Huh. Chocolate, okay. Body is thick. It's a nice thick body, full bodied, yes. Malty, touch of sweet, rich stout. Yes. Flavors of dark chocolate, coffee, slightly roasted finish. Yeah. It's not as sweet as I would want a double chocolate stout, but to be honest, it's telling me that it's not going to be sweet. It tells me that it's going to be dry. So, oh, pardon me. Let's get all of our the belches in there. I've mentioned this every now and then, where it feels like we don't belch as much as we should. Oh, here we go. Yeah, now we're back in Great Roads. All right. No, that's not that one. I want the Great Roads to be kind of a bit more. Yeah, there we go. Oh man, I can't get it to be the right height. Some kind of whatever. That'll do. I think it's an old picture of Great Roads anyway. I don't about this one. They're right. It's a full-bodied. It's slightly chocolatey. It's rich chocolate. It's dark chocolate. I don't know that I'd go back to it, but that is 8. That is 8-8. That is some kind of 8-8 out of 10. I don't necessarily like it. Sorry, but it is festive. It is it festive? It is a little bit. I do like it. I just don't think I could drink a lot of it. Well, not that you're supposed to drink a lot of it. But it just something's kind of spoiling that one for me personally. Is it too rich? I don't really like really rich things. We have this argument constantly, my wife and I, where she wants to get very rich meats. And I think, oh, I can only have like a very, very small amount of rich flavorings to it. So that one, yeah, I think an 8-8 is where I have to land on that one. It's good. This might work better if I wasn't nursing a cold or getting past anything, or if I made anything a little colder. But I feel like stouts and strong beers should be fine. Here is third in the lineup, the Garrison. I know I'm speeding through, but I'm not finishing everything, so don't worry about me downing everything too fast. This. Honestly, the first two, they are the flavors that I was expecting here in the Garrison. Because the Garrison all lit up. It says, naughty and spiced, this winter brew will keep you warm and dreaming even when it's cold outside, baby. Oh dear. I feel like I've said it's cold outside, baby more than once. All it up. I've given it an 8.5 before. Apparently. That's fine. So let's find out if I give it an 8.5 again. It describes itself as a strong ale. It's weighing in here at a 7.0%. So yeah, we're rocking through these as fast as possible. Here's the story. Ian and I, we've got these Christmas beers, and we're going to come back and we're going to drink the Christmas beers as best we can. But these are the ones that didn't blow us away in previous years. But despite the feedback that we did not give, and the feedback that they did not accept, or take, or listen to, or change their recipe based on, they have released these ones again. So the Garrison all lit up festive strong ale, 7.0%, smells. I feel like it smelled like raisins previously. This is just a strong-ish kind of ale. This is just getting away with a boozy. And I'm all for a boozy pint sometimes, but under the guise of holidays and Christmas, I feel like you really need to, like, if you said the all lit up, if you put this out in like March and said, God, it's dark, miserable, and crap out, and just, get it in you, I would probably say, heck yes, bring it on. And in a weird way, the first few flavors are of what's that flavor? Robertson candy, barley candy. So it is a sweet kind of barley candy beer. There is absolutely no head on it whatsoever. Getting and it is, it's see-through as um Ariana Grande's armpits. But damn if it's got to get. That is a Robertson candy beer. That's not bad. But what is it saying? Naughty and spiced. I mean, Ariana Grande might be slightly naughty, but there's no spice in there whatsoever. This winter brew will keep you warm and dreamy even when it's cold outside, baby. I have bad news. It warmed up. It is warmer than it has been all week, and in fact, yeah, it's above zero. It's +0 Celsius, you Fahrenheiters. So it's like 4 degrees above zero, and it's already 9:25 p.m. So it's like late, and it's not cold outside, baby. And what's usually led to a conversation about that song, which I dislike. However, I have a new dislike. What is? I'm trying to remember the song that I dislike because it gets to Jack Frost nipping at your nose, Yuletide carols being sung by a choir, and folks dressed up. They've changed the Eskimos to from head to toe. That's fine. Everybody knows some holly and some mistletoe. So it's not that one. It's not some mistletoe. What's the one that's full of mistletoe? There's some kind of complete mistletoe lyrics or something like that. Like like the whole thing full of mistletoe. And if I evokes blah 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 Christmas song. Well, what's the song? It says full of mistletoe. Is the does anyone, all I want for underneath the mistletoe? What is murder under the mistletoe? How mistletoe became a Christmas tradition. Oh, get out of town. Intrinsically linked. Also, everybody knows. What's the song? What? Okay, we gotta listen to the song real quick because I have to listen to Richard Custer singing some nonsense about mistletoe, and then maybe we'll be okay. So, hang on. I'll grab the audio so you can hear it.
I got a pocket full of mistletoe.
That's not the one. That is not the one that I was thinking of. Pocket full of mistletoe. Everybody knows some turkey and some mistletoe. I feel like there's a Christmas carol that has full of mistletoe in it. And is it? So it's not the Christmas song. Everybody knows, but there's something with all of the mistletoe. I'll think of this at some other time that isn't right now. Rocking around the Christmas tree, you will have a sentimental feeling when you hear voices crying, let's be holly, deck the... Nope, it's not that one. Oh, hold the mistletoe, hung where you can see, somebody waits for you. See, that's a different one. Kiss her once for me? No, that one's just creepy. Deck the halls? No. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Rocking around the Christmas tree. Have a happy holiday. I love that one with the new old-fashioned way. Basically, what I'm feeling is... Oh, we've already had the Great Roads. We've already had that. We've already had... Oh, is it the Garrison time? Booyah. No, that's the Nine Lux. Garrison. Hey, you're all lit up. It's not bad. It's not the worst. What'd I say I gave it previously? 8.5. I mean, I'm happy to give it an 8.5. Yeah, keep giving it an 8.5. That's fine. Whatever. And then yeah, moving on. But how many strange topic changes have we made? Probably a lot. 9 locks. I'm like slightly ahead and yet slightly behind of my own self. Boom! Gonna carve that on my tombstone. Slightly ahead, yet slightly behind. Voices crying, let's be holly. I need all the words to every Christmas song to be in my head right now. And I just feel like there was one song where they just said, oh, you're full of your mistletoe everywhere. Maybe that's the one. There we go. Mistletoe everywhere. No. What Christmas? That's what Christmas means to me, my love. Yeah, that's a Stevie Wonder. Lots of mistletoe. It's just that one was just lots of mistletoe. Is there mistletoe everywhere? Man, there's these mistletoe everywhere. I just feel like there was a song that I started having a hard time with that it said it was mistletoe all over the place. And I was like, really? Because it's kind of poisonous. Because in my advanced age, cough, I have started being more and more pedantic about lyrics. And the Christmas songs came about, and I was like, really, people? And it just got worse and worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. Where being pedantic about lyrics, and I was like, come on. And it mentioned something about the amount of mistletoe, and I'm like, that's too friggin' much mistletoe. It's way too much mistletoe. It's a crazy amount of mistletoe. Nine Locks Brewing Company in its orange can here, despite the fact that it's not pumpkin season anymore, has the chocolate orange, you got to pronounce it correctly, stout, chocolate orange stout, strong beer coming at 9%, 9% ABV. No further description on the thing. So let's see. 9 Locks Chocolate Orange says on their site, 9 Locks Brewing blah 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 blah. There it is. Chocolate Orange Stout. Let's have it. Is it going to give me a big, bold, and extra delicious? Our chocolate orange stout is an imperial style stout crafted with chocolate and orange to be reminiscent of everyone's favorite holiday foil wrapped confection. And this is what I feel I got kind of let down by last year by the fact that it didn't taste. That's kind of orangey, but at the same time, it has a bit of a piney. It's a bit of a tree sap kind of situation. Yeah, that's tasting more and more like tree sap. I got some 9 Locks in there. Booyah! There. It's 9 Locks time. And let's just lower this. Yeah, we'll lower 9 Locks down ever so slightly. We got all the backgrounds. It's background time. It's background. It's background time. Very orangey on the nose. 9%. This is going to be crazy strong. That is that a chocolate orange? Big, bold, and extra delicious. I mean, they got the orange. There's a twinge of chocolate in there. So, honestly, yeah. When we get the whole can in there to drink, to sip, to get into, it does kind of taste a little bit like a chocolate orange. I'll give them that. I feel like I've had this before, Oh, there it is. I have had the chocolate orange, but I have not uh, put forth a mark on it. That is better than I was expecting. That is definitely a thing. I've had probably far too many of these tonight, but the cooler, it is nicely thick. It is orangey in flavor, and it also contains a little bit of the chocolatianess. Chocolatite. Chocolatuitedness. Chocolatedness. Yeah, that sounds right. So that is no for a chocolate stout. That is a 9.2. I think it's not really the body that you want. Is that a no? Wait. I got to bring that down. The flavor's there, but the body isn't. It doesn't feel like a chocolate stout because it look. I mean, look, you can look through it. You can look through it. It's the viscosity is not a okay. It doesn't have the body for it. It has the strength. I think it's getting away from. Well, it's getting away with being a tasty orange double, an orange chocolate stout by just being strong. It's like, oh, 9%. You'll totally forget about the fact that I'm kind of colorific in the translucency area. It is nearly as see-through as the Garrison all lit up. I expected this to be kind of a disappointment, and sorry, boys, I'm right. Garrison, 9 locks, Propeller, Gray Roads even. Step your game up. Step yo game up. I don't even know what that means, but that's what that means. And it leads me down to the fact that we've got some newer Christmas beers, holiday beers, and whatnot coming up next week. Ian and I are going to try. And I was just trying to get through these ones with a quick sip because it's a bit late. But it's a quick, fasty episode. It's there. It's there. It's like the Beatles' White Album. Don't complain about it. I mean, Piggies is on there. Whatever. And it's there. We're there, and it's fine. So next week, we're going to be trying some of the newer ones. Sorry about the lateness of tonight, but I did have some other places to be where I was actually having a part in the storm, which, to be honest, tasted a little better than this. And the milkshake IPA from Church Brewery. So get out and try some of those. Ian and I are back here next week. We are here every week, 8 to 9 p.m. Sometimes when we're a little bit late, but check out the announcements and whatnot. You can find our podcast in all the podcasty places. Drink NS Dry. You can find us directly at youtube.com/@drinknsdry. We're also on. I sometimes put up some of our clips on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube Shorts. You can go straight to the source at drinknsdry, drinkns.unsupervised.beer, I think is the source. And we're in all the podcasty places when I remember to upload them. So that was a lot of kind of strong beers, but we got through it. Thank you for joining us, and we will talk to you. We'll talk at you next week. Good night.